What did I do wrong? Will you tell me what I did wrong? What did I do wrong? Will you tell me what I did wrong? What did I do wrong? Will you tell me what I did wrong? What did I Was it a first offense? Tell me what I did wrong. What did I How long had you been harboring that venom? You could've used your words then. You wanted them to hurt, and so I let them. Never would I beseech you, as some sadistic vengeance exercise, to endure what you put me through. I don't think you would pull out on the other side. I know you had a temper, but I guess I thought I was immune. Felt it as you severed my mind, tore it all of the way through. And I was strawberry picking, you were gathering Dearest ocean, do you get upset when cliffs don't come out to meet ya? Are you a people pleaser? Darling, would you ever want to scream when the sun runs before you can see her? Are you a people pleaser? Ocean, do you get upset when cliffs don't come out to meet ya? Are you a people pleaser? Darling, would you ever want to scream when the sun runs before you can see her? Are you a people pleaser? I smelled smoke on the whizzing of the wind when I woke. A pyre of memory, some fly-tipped treasury out there burning slow. Dark-soaked fields and the snuffling wet noses at my heels. Suddenly hackles raise at the crackling of the blaze out there burning slow. And sometimes I catch him with his accent, the shadow, so secretive and private, but I'm breathing in his life when he's out there burning slow. What a should be wild, it should be where wanderers walk. That hidden wood of green, the lake that he gatekeeps, yet I know not what for. I would tread, build a fire and make the forest for my bed. I would forage for my meal, and in doing starts to heal. He's punching walls again. Cohesive arguments evade him. Eggshell temperament, no emotional regulation. Hysterical baby, his gaze always evades me. Doesn't know that he's paving the road for my escape way every time I scratch another line. I used to think of him a caring thing, knuckles on his drywall. I've tried all of the parenting, descent into hysterically, ripping into ribbons the things he knows he isn't, and severing ties. Funny rationality. What would positions in power be? Led by feelings that seemingly change hourly. I am flawed, you ever got there? And when he snaps out of it, he drones in monotone on a power trip, with telltale blood still running in his coward lips. From raising strokes that he hopes I'll cower in. I used to think of him a caring thing, knuckles on his drywall. I've tried all of the parenting, descent into hysterically, ripping into ribbons the things he knows he isn't, and severing ties. Never making good on silent threats, so that he knows that I have nothing. Never making good on silent threats, so that he knows that I have nothing. Never making good on silent threats, so that he knows that I have nothing. Never making good on silent threats, so that he knows that I have nothing. Never making good on silent threats, so that he knows that I have nothing. Never making good on silent threats, so that he knows that I have nothing. Never making good on silent threats, so that he knows that I have nothing. Oh, but he has nothing. Of him a caring thing, knuckles on his drywall. I've tried all of the parenting, descent into hysterically, ripping into ribbons the things he knows he isn't, and severing ties. I'm severing ties. Severing ties. Off this island, this was an escape plan. Carefully timed it, so let me go and dive into the waves below. Who tends the orchards? Who fixes up the gables? Emotional torture from the heavy high table. Who fetches the water from the rocky mountain spring? Walk back down again to feel your words and their sharp sting. And I'm getting fucking tired of the capillaries in my eyes. busy lapping from flowing cup and stabbing with your fork. I know you're a smart man, and weaponize the false incompetence. It's dominance under a guy. If we had a daughter, I'd watch and could not save her. The emotional torture from the head of your high table. She'd do what you taught her. She'd meet the same cruel fate. So now I've gotta run so I can undo this mistake. At least I've gotta try. Capillaries in my eyes are bursting. If our love died, would that be the worst thing? For somebody I thought was my savior, you sure make me do a whole lot of labor. The callous skin on my hands is cracking. If our love ends, would that be a bad thing? And the silence once I betray, but you make me do too much labor. All day, every day, therapist, mother maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, live to attend him so that he never lifts a finger. 24/7 baby machine, so he can live out his picket fence dreams. It's not an act of love if you make her. You make me do too much labor. All day, every day, therapist, mother maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, live to attend him so that he never lifts a finger. 24/7 baby machine, so he can live out his picket fence dreams. It's not an act of love if you make her. You make me do too much labor. Wrinkled days in your eyes are bursting. If I love a virgin, then it's bursting. Just an appendage, live to a savior, sure that he never a whole lot of labor. 24/7 baby machine, so he can live out and his picket fence dreams. It's not a act of love if you make her. You make me do too much labor. You said those words and suddenly I'm 5, and boys are bringing bugs just to kill them from my eyes. And I can see their hunger, looking for a sign that any of their destruction has me suffering inside. You take such delight in killing my life. I don't make a sound, does it even hurt? I'm bending to the ground just to pick up little worms. And I have seen you relish such violence with a joy that I've only seen before in the eyes of little boys. Discovering the power for the first time. You kissed me so hard I had a grazed chin. I saw your eyes spark at the breaking, and in them I see hunger, looking for a sign that any of your destruction had me suffering inside. It fills you with light to take away mine. At the cutting of your tongue, all I hear is shredding wings. Before me is a man who cares not for little things. And now I have my answer from when I wondered who those little boys became, because they grew up fragile fingers in firelight flickers, skin laced in wrinkles that made needles sing. Their love is concreted with quiet and breathing, simple entwining of intimate strings. It's a beautiful thing. At stockinged knees sitting, I watching her knitting, intent on her fixing my little hand's mess. She's sure she can save it, even with hands shaking. She had such a patience that I don't possess. I was such a small pest. Let us sit so quietly in firelight, I know you die for me. How gentle can our violence be between finger and thumb? I'm sorry I'm repetitive, don't mind to keep forgetting it, so long as it's my thread, not the depths of her life. 20s, slow down, getting ready. As one said, please help me, for it's cold tonight. In her undergarments, she passed me the scarf and said I never learned how to cast off right. For a moment I swore that the light that I saw as she handed the wool with a smile in the gloom was the firelight formed from the glow I was taught in on grandmother's hands in the cottage sitting room. Of course I'll cast off for you. Let us sit so quietly in firelight, I hope you die for me. How gentle can our violence be between finger and thumb? I'm sorry I'm repetitive, don't mind you keep forgetting it, so long as it's your thread, not the depths of my life. I'll always remember the things she said. They were so wide, she opened my eyes and I'll never close again. Oh, how she sighed when she stopped her cigarette. I felt compelled to inquire for success. How do you do? How can you be so in love with yourself? Tell me please, 'cause I need help. She said, every time you succeed, there's an old man somewhere soothing, and spite's as good a reason to take his power. When you hate the body you are in, oh love you're acting just for him, as he counts his gold and green in his ivory tower. I fear his lines, his pockets locked, so take that rage and bottle up and put a drop into his cup of wine. You don't need him, you don't need me. With that poison bottle you'll be free, but be damn sure you don't mix it up with mine. This morning I emerged onto wet earth. It had been raining, and while it had been raining, you and I, we had been lying. And while we had been lying in the warmth, we had been falling into slumber with the thunder overhead. In the cave we laid down to the rain sounds on your window, intermingled with the blood rush of our love flushing us in you. Sleep joined us in the lamplight as a fire in a campsite, but we said no one to watch with our guard down. What a lovely hiding place that you have made to delay our parting. What a world outside to keep each other safe from. That's all that I want, darling. That's all that I want, darling. You hold me in the burrow, your brow furrowed in your dreaming. And at the time the flood comes and our blood runs cold and bleeding, you'd lie womb-like, and in your arms I'd seize my breathing. With broken ribs and one last kiss, I would die here warm. What a lovely hiding place that you have made to delay our parting. What a world outside to keep each other safe from. That's all that I want, darling. That's all that I want, darling. There was confusion and there were flames. I had always felt the fire call my name, but this was different. I could taste the fear and the sweet relief that the end of all drew near. I will never understand why they showed me off a dying planet in a tin-sized escape pod. There was room only for a bed and porthole that I watched my home explode from. The comlinks open, but there's no one tuned in on the other side. Why did I deserve to live? Did I just deserve to watch them die? Oh, why did I? Oh, why did I? hateful cold eternity, and I have been floating ever since then, with nobody but the darkness as my friend. And if they had asked me, I wouldn't have agreed that it was the right thing when they shot me off a dying planet in a tin-sized skateboard. There was room only for a bed and porthole that I watched my home explode from. The calling's open, but there's no one tuned in on the other side. Why did I deserve to live? Did I just deserve to watch them die? Oh, why did I? They shot me off a dying planet in a tin-sized skateboard. Cremate me, deliver me to safety, so that when it's spent, maybe it will be my own. Scatter ashes, leave no marker where you planted, so the hordes will be disbanded as they search on a treasure map for my headstone. Leave me to the beasts and bears, but rather that the feast was theirs. They commas of neighboring plots, or a quest to be buried on top. Leave me for a day or two to make sure that I turn blue. For the first time since I drew breath, I'm undesirable again. I'll tattoo it just so they think it's ruined. And if they think it's ruined, it's easier to say. But please hurry if you really love me. You'll dispose of me unceremoniously in your ways. Leave me to the trees and there, I'd rather that But rather that the feast was theirs. They come reserve neighboring plots or request to be buried on top. Leave me for a day or two to make sure that I turn blue. For the first time since I drew breath, I'm undesirable again. When I'm lying in my bed, I like to pretend that my body is just bones on the beach. It's the first time I feel rested since my mother's womb. I slept in my last home between the stones and the sea. Some overzealous anthropology professor with all his students in tow carry spades and books for studying, stumbling, discover me. I implore them to leave me alone. Say, give me 1 millennium more, there maybe I will be alone more there than any place in which I was living when I'm bones on the beach. With the end long past night, one eternal sigh, I've no breath that is left to release. And the loudness of mind has been gone since I died. Was I meant in this life to find peace before I became bones on the beach? I hear footsteps and bones, they cannot look left, but I register her stepping nearby. Her face is peaceful, she's looked upon life's evil and considered it next to infinite skies. She doesn't ask for more time. Give me 1 millennium more there, maybe I will be alone more there than any place in which I was living when I'm bones on the beach. When I'm bones on the beach. What I was non-existent in any belief system. All I want is some rest. There's no sentience in death, just the darkness of the worst. Temporality, impermanence. I don't know what's on the other side, but I don't think it's what I had in mind. I hope I find some rest in this life. What was it that stayed my hand then? With dagger held unsheathed, blade pointing in its side. I'd been set upon by a predator. It was just looking for a meal. I saw ribs and fearful eyes. What is it that stays my hand now? With so much misery that I could mercifully put an end to. For that animal I let slink off into the undergrowth unscathed. Do I not fear death, but just pretend to? For it was starving, it was hungry, but had eyes too close to let me. If you were easy to kill, I would have done it already. phantom noises. That skeletal beast was haunting all my steps, questioning all my choices. With that dagger held unsheathed, I felt sick at my contempt. For you were lonely, you were like me, like some outside force had sent me. If I was easy to kill, you would have done it already. You were at my feet when we were by the fire. You're a gentle beast and I'm alive. You were at my feet when we were by the fire. You're a gentle purring beast and I'm alive. You were at my feet when we were by the fire. You're a healthy, gentle, purring beast and I'm alive. You were at my feet when we were by the fire. You're a healthy, gentle, purring beast and I'm alive. You were at my feet when we were by the fire. You're a healthy, gentle, purring beast and I'm alive. You were at my feet when we were by the fire. You're a gentle beast. If you were easy to kill, I would have done it already. It's thawing and melting the ice. White goats are grazing on the mountainside. It's golden, blinded by the sight of the water moving in the lust of the lights. To think that I was running from the night, but I've been following behind the light all this time. It can't hurt me, it's still there, but it can't now. The warmth's returning, the warmth is coming back in now. No, it can't hurt me, it's still there, but it can't now. The warmth's returning. Moving slowly, tracking laughter through the trees, the sound of the safety that's evaded me, the calling of the birds, the warmth returns to my extremities, long dead from freeze above. Softly on my feet, I thought it ran for me, but the beckoning's on me. I'm nearly in reach, nearly in reach. It can't hurt me, it's still there, but it can't do. The warmth's returning, the warmth is coming hands out like a child, lifting up to lead it. I ate up all the light, and it shone through my teeth, and I tasted sunbeams emanating from me, from me, from me. In the clearing, I reached it with hands out like a child, lifting up to lead it. I ate up all the light, and it shone through my teeth, and I tasted sunbeams emanating from me, from me, from me. It can't hurt me, it's still there, but it can't now. The warmth's returning, the warmth is coming back in now. No, it can't hurt me, it's still there, but it can't now. The warmth's returning. It can't hurt me, it's still there, but it can't now. The warmth's returning, the warmth is coming back in now. No, it can't hurt me, it's still there, but it can't now. The warmth's returning. Our paths will never cross again, and that's the way you wanted it. You never could care less about the way we ended up. We swim in different circles now. I saw your tracks in snowy ground and didn't want to follow them as you fell off the earth. Sightings few and far between. I have no words when they tell me a figure spotted roaming in the icy mountain wilds. There was a time I felt for you, would collect these words like drops of dew and savor on my tongue in season dry. And I don't know you. I used to like to pretend to. We're nothing but myths now that neither of us believe in. You hear how I achieve good ends out of the mouths of mutual friends, and shrug and raise your eyebrows in the way you always have. And with that too, they carry rumors of when someone last saw my movements. A shadow treading through the billows in the forest land. Messages that reach our ears